versus Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Shout himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at this side of heaven. God bless you all. Diablo, esta vaina siempre está ahí prendido. Dímelo, mi gente. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Wrong in the building. What's good? Wrong. Hunts of the Hunt. Shout out to the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go, baby. We're moving on up like the Jeffersons. 90K, 90,000 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit a mark. We hit a milestone on the road to 100 subscribers, mi gente. Moving on up to the east side, to the deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, Punch Drunk Boxing. We moving on up. We moving on up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Dímelo, Ron. Dímelo, mi hermano. Man on fire in the building. What's good, man? Man on fire in the building. What's good, y'all? What's good? Mexican boxing #1. Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We haven't gone live on a regular basis and stuff like that. So it's like, so I guess, you know what I'm saying, at least I got something to talk about. You feel me? We got a lot of things to talk about, you know. Let's see what's on the plate right now. What's on the menu, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see what's on the menu. What's on the menu? What we're gonna be talking about? Yeah, a lot of people. There's a lot of people that agree with my Latino pound for pound list, and there's other people like, no, tú estás loco, pote drogueo. Huh? What happened to him? And what happened to that? And what happened to this? Hey, calm down, relax, all right? You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta get mad at my Latino pound for pound list. This is my Latino pound for pound. People get mad at my Latino. Some people do like it. My Latino pound for pound. We're gonna be talking about that. We're going to be talking about that in a while. You feel me? What else we're going to be talking about? Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. If Teofimo Lopez can't lock in a deal with Gervonta Tan Davis don't want to dare to be great and send a contract to the 2-division lineal champion of the world. Teofimo Lopez, we got to see what's available for Teofimo Lopez. George Kambosos not going to be fighting Cepeda. George Kambosos has said that he is moving up to the 140-pound division, and we're looking at the landscape, we're looking at the availability, we're looking at the menu like, what's good? Maybe this is what Teofimo Lopez needs to do to fight George Kambosos. We're going to be talking about that as well. Also, we're going to be talking about Ryan Garcia comments towards Terrence Bud Crawford, the 4th-division world champion, 2-division undisputed, regarded pound for pound, 3-4. You can flip it around. We're going to be talking about Ryan Garcia say he's an overhyped bum. Oh, and then of course we're going to be talking about the title of the live, the main topic of the live. Timothy Bradley, Hall of Famer, said if it wasn't for Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford, this side of the pond in America, that boxing would be dead. Matao, fatality, no heartbeat, on life support. You feel me? And I want to know what y'all think about that. I want to know what y'all think. As a matter of fact, let me write it right here, right quick. Of course, we're going to be talking about also the potential matchups. We're going to be talking about Anthony Joshua versus Danny Dubois. Danny Dubois, who a lot of people felt that he beat Alexander Usyk with a body shot, and the politics of sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying, is unfortunate, but Danny Dubois has put himself back in the position, and it would not put back in the position. Yeah, he got put back in the position to fight for. Nah, Anthony Joshua don't got a world title because Alexander Usyk is undisputed. I want to see a rematch though. But anyway, let's see if he could beat Anthony Joshua and get that rematch with Alexander Usyk. Let me write down. What boxing is dead without Canelo and Bud? Question. Now, look, I already put on the poll right there for y'all could vote. Is boxing? Timothy Bradley said in a recent interview, I think it was with Pro Box, I believe so. I forgot who it was. And Timothy Bradley said if it wasn't for Canelo Alvarez still being active and still being in the sport of boxing active, and he was trying to say that the fans of boxing got to give these guys their flowers, because of course if Canelo Alvarez was not here today, that boxing will be dead. And he's also saying that Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, I got to be honest. I do agree to a certain point that if it wasn't for Canelo Alvarez and in this side of the pond, it probably would have been on life support. It would have probably been in a coma. But I do like that the young, hungry Lions has rejuvenated the sport of boxing and stuff like that. I like the way that Teofimo Lopez, I believe that he rejuvenated the sport of boxing when it did 4.2 million views when he beat Vasily Lomachenko during the pandemic. I think that the emerge and the superstardom of Gervonta Davis also have captivated the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fan. And just like last year, I think that Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, like I was saying, leading up to the fight, that fight probably was more important for the sport of boxing than their legacy itself. And I think that it did a good service to the sport of boxing of Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fighting, because I think it sustained the eyeballs in the sport of boxing like it should. And Canelo Alvarez, becoming undisputed as well. I think that rejuvenated a lot of the people in the sport of boxing, which before all of that, after the Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, a lot of people were saying that boxing was dead, that boxing was in a coma. Matter of fact, it was right after the Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, because a lot of people was depending on Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, and it was supposed to be the fight of the century. And I think that fight did give a black eye to the sport of boxing because of the performance, the entertainment aspect of that fight was very, very low. To be honest, the Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao was just as boring as Shakur Stevenson versus Artem, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. I think that it wasn't the type of performance that I would have liked to see of Manny Pacquiao. I think that Floyd Mayweather performed to the point where I thought that he was going to perform like that, but a lot of people, blame it on Mayweather, but for real, I don't think that Manny Pacquiao actually performed to the level of his expectations. He threw even less punches than Floyd Mayweather. That was a surprise, and of course, he had the shoulders injury and stuff like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, you step on in the ring, a lot of people ain't going to care about. You said you was 100%. You said you was good to go. It was $100 a pop for the pay-per-view, and I think that one gave boxing a black eye, and also a good victory by Tyson Fury versus Klitschko. But I think the performance of Tyson Fury, and then he left the sport of boxing, I also believe that gave a black eye. The performance of Tyson Fury and Klitschko, a lot of people were saying that the heavyweight division was boring. The heavyweight division was dead. And I think that was the performance of Tyson Fury was boring. The performance of Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao was boring. I think it gave boxing a very black eye, and it put boxing in life support, because we was counting on the heavyweight division, because they always say wherever the heavyweight goes, boxing goes, and the heavyweight division wasn't going nowhere. And the two icons just didn't perform to the level of our expectations and their expectations, in my opinion. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. What's good? We got Alan in the building, CCI in the building. What's good, man? CCI in the building, bro. Boxing is just in the middleweight. Yes, Canelo is top dog, but we still have lots of talent, but the politics done messed it all up. Karate Kid in the building, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. If you want to become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, you already know. Smash that link on the link. You already know, baby. Let's go, baby. We got 90,000 subscribers. We just hit 90,000 subscribers today. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the followers. Shout out to the supporters. Shout out to my fams, my buddies, my friends. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That support that we need. Keep on smashing that like. I want to hit 100K by the time Canelo Alvarez step inside that ring with Edgar Berlanga. And I hope y'all going to come out here and show y'all support when we do the Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga live, baby. The high octane, Punch Drunk Boxing, El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Nobody in this community have the energy like your boy. Y'all already know it. Y'all could go to the other channels y'all want to. Y'all know, but nobody got this energy. Nobody got this energy. This is the community of the hardcore boxing energy. That's what this is, the drunky nations out here. Huh? Let's go. Let's go. The Martins in the building. What's good, man? Look, okay. Let's keep on rapping. Let's keep on talking. Keith Stewart said, I think this complete opposite. I believe that boxing will be alive once the likes of Bud and Canelo and Tyson Fury all retire. Que se vayan de aquí, ¿verdad? Keith Stewart, get the hell out of here, right? Like that. Oh, Look, Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed, King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Cash Nelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. Have put boxing on the shoulder, but like I said a while ago, I just don't think that Canelo Alvarez have that dancing partner. I don't think that Canelo Alvarez have that icon versus icon. I don't think that Canelo Alvarez have that Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao element to it. And I think this is why Canelo Alvarez have declined a little bit. Not only in his skill, not in his skill set, but declined just a little bit. He's not knocking nobody out. He could have knocked out Triple G, the old man. He could have knocked out Bivol. He could have knocked out John Ryder. He could have knocked out the 154-pound undisputed champion of the world, Jamel Charlo. And he could have knocked out Jaime Munguia. So it is a little bit, he's declining a little bit. The numbers are declining a little bit. It's not selling out the way that he should be selling out because it's not Canelo. It's just that nobody even did 25% of what Canelo Alvarez have done in the sport of boxing. Andy Medina in the building. New member. Let's go, baby. Appreciate you, my brother. Look at that, man. Appreciate you. MS in the building. He say, Salud, a.k.a. El Main Evento. I'll be honest. I think that if it wasn't for Canelo Alvarez, if he would have retired a while ago, let's say like 2 years, I do believe that the boxing would have been on life support. They would have been on life support. But I think that the emerge, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think the emerge in the heavyweight division needed to wake up. A lot of people don't want to give Deontay Wilder credit, but for the heavyweight division and this side of the pond, him being a knockout artist and a highlight reel and a walking highlight reel, the heavyweight needed Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. And I think that Anthony Joshua needed to knock out Klitschko. Klitschko, a Hall of Famer, but Klitschko was damn boring. You feel me? He was just damn boring. I think when Tyson Fury retired, when he was out there sniffing for 3 years and stuff like that, sniffing I'm in love with the coco. Ahí viviendo con pote tronque for 3 years, poniéndose gordo y feo. Yeah, the emerge of Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder in the heavyweight division, they helped that division. It woke up the heavyweight division. Also, I believe the welterweight division, these are the moments that I believe rejuvenated the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez's undisputed run. You feel me? Especially when he went up there to dare to be great in the 175-pound division and fought Kovalev and stuff like that. Became a 3-division world champion. You know, I think Canelo Alvarez put boxing on his shoulder. These are the fights that I believe helped the sport of boxing. I also believe Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter. Showtime, when the world of boxing gave a standing ovation. Everybody gave a standing ovation. It was a beautiful fight. From first to the last bell, I think that rejuvenated. That let us know that, damn, the welterweight division is alive and well post Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Like, yo, I could see the light, right? That's when it was waking up from his coma, right? What else? What other fights as well? And what other new characters in the sport of boxing have emerged? Again, I said it before. In this young generation, I believe that Teofimo Lopez have set the tone of this young generation when he went out there and did Gervonta Tan Davis dirty work and beat Vasily Lomachenko when he was regarded pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. Vasily Lomachenko did his thing as well. But in the lower division, it's hard to really capture the casuals and stuff like that. I believe also Chocolatito, Juan Francisco Estrada, Chocolatito was on his groove. You know what I'm saying? So we got to give a lot of credit to Chocolatito, Juan Francisco Estrada. Dímelo, Boxing Magic in the building. Andy Medina me dice, hey, boxing is alive and well. The takeover coming soon. That's what I'm talking about, Andy Medina. You already know the takeover. Gervonta Tan Davis, knocking a lot of people out. I think that highlight reel is going to live for a while. That knockout, that uppercut he delivered versus Leo Santa Cruz. I think that Floyd Mayweather, his tutelage just being relevant, and Gervonta Tan Davis, I think that helped Gervonta Tan Davis quite a lot. I gotta give a lot of credit also. A lot of people don't want to give him credit, but over here in Punch Drunk Boxing, we real. We break it unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. A lot of people was critiquing Jake Paul. Jake Paul has helped the sport of boxing more than we give him credit for. Jake Paul has captured the imagination, the emotions outside of the sport of boxing to pay attention to the sport of boxing. We got to give a lot of credit to Jake Paul. Not only giving credit to Jake Paul, what he's done in terms of, being in the ring, but also most Valuable Promotions. Most Valuable Promotion has done a wonderful job. Yesterday they had their prospect shows, and you know what? In the sport of boxing, we need the prospect shows. Let's not forget that Showtime went down the drain, and Showtime did have Showbox. See, without now Showtime, there's no more Showbox, so we can't see the up and coming fighters. So you got to give a lot of credit to Most Valuable Promotions. They had a great outing, a great event last night out there in Orlando, Florida. Shout out to Henry Cedeño, La Bazooka Martinez. Shout out to Henry. Great performance, winning by TKO. Shout out to one of the guys that I helped get signed to the sport of boxing and making a dream come true. Shout out to LD Cedeño Martinez, also going to be performing on the top rank card. You know what I'm saying? Another La Bazooka is killing it and stuff like that. I believe the emerge of Dominican boxing, got to give credit. The emerge of Dominican boxing. Also, let's not neglect the ladies, la mujeres, and I'm not talking about la mujeres con pinga como in the Olympics. I'm talking about la mujeres de verdad, the ladies, the real ladies. I ain't talking about the trani in the Olympics. I'm talking about Amanda Serrano, the 7th division world champion, undisputed, the queen, the real quotes of the sport of boxing. Amanda Serrano, got to give a lot of credit to Amanda Serrano and Clarissa Shields as well. And both of these gals was dabbling the UFC and boxing. You got to give them a lot of credit. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. Shout out to Amanda Serrano. Shout out to Katie Taylor, one of the trailblazers of the sport of boxing, becoming the 2th division world champion. The emerge of Chantel Cameron as well. Shout out to Jessica McCaskill. Shout out to Alicia Baumgartner. Shout out to Sky Nicholson. Shout out to Christina Cruz. Shout out to Fundura. You know what I'm saying? Michaela Mayer. Terry Harper. Yeah, man. The ladies stepped up. You know what I'm saying? The ladies stepped up. Person, yes. The ladies stepped up real big, bro. Real big. Got to give a lot of credit to Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Matchroom Boxing, bro, for really showing love and giving the ladies a platform on big stages and things of that nature. Ebony Bridges, you got to give a lot of credit to these young ladies. They really have, I think, women boxing right now is at its peak. So a lot of credit. I think that boxing is alive and well because of a great year of 2023. 2023 was an epic year in the sport of boxing. I think a lot of people are going to remember. I think when real historians, real pundits really do their due diligence and write these stories, and I'm hopefully we got our modern day Burr Sugars to really put an emphasis on 2023. I think that 2023 saved the sport of boxing. I think that 2024 hasn't really matched 2023, but 2023 has been an incredible. It was an incredible year. Like I said, we've seen the fight that we all wanted to see in the welterweight division in their prime. We've seen Terrence Bud Crawford versus. Look at the epic moments. We've seen Terrence Bud Crawford beat Earl the True Spence. Terrence Bud Crawford turned the big fish into tuna fish on your aisle 9 on your local supermarket. Water, vegetable oil, you pick. Chunky or whatever you pick. So got to give a lot of credit. That's the fight that the fans wanted to see. We seen Alexander Usyk and AJ. We see Teofimo Lopez beating Josh Taylor and proving a lot of people wrong. Joaquin in the building. What's good, my brother? Daisy in the building. What's good? We seen Lomachenko versus Devin the Dream Haney as well. We seen the 4th division world champion, 2 division undisputed, became a 2 division undisputed in the full belt era within 12 months. Got to give a lot of credit to Naoya Inoue. We seen Canelo Alvarez still stay active. We seen the emerge of Turkey Alashiki, I call him Alashiki. Yes, what about me, Puncher Boxing? Where's my credit? You give credit to everybody but except me. What is my credit? I'm trying to put that pay-per-view down here. You're going to see it, man, Puncher. You're going to see this year will be historic. Other $80, $100 pay-per-view were diminished to $19.99, $14.99 for Secor Stevenson versus Jorge Condina. And I should have never been no pay-per-view. Matter of fact, I should be paying us to see that shit. But yeah, man, we had some great moments. And I believe that I don't think that 2024 going to be an epic moment, but we did have the undisputed, the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. Haven't seen an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in almost 25 years, almost a quarter of a century. And yes, man, the emergence of Alexander Usyk becoming the 2-division world champion, pound for pound #1. So that's good, man. The 154-pound division got some great phenoms as well. Tim Tszyu, Fundora did his thing. Some people dare to be great. They came up short, right? Jermell Charlo went 2 division up to dare to be great to fight Canelo Alvarez. He came up short, but let's not forget he's an undisputed as well. I don't want people to push him to the side like a lot of pundits has done in the sport of boxing. Jermell Charlo at least dare to be great. If we're going to give a lot of credit to people to dare to be great, just like we gave Canelo Alvarez to dare to be great, but he took an L versus Dimitri Bivol. We got to give a credit as well to Jermell Charlo to move up 2 division up to dare to be great. We seen what a lot of people wanted to see. Hey, yo, we want to see Demis Andre, yo, step up, man, step up. Well, he stepped up and fought the Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster, David Benavidez, and that closed the year, right? So look, there's a lot of promising prospects. Kid Austin. We got Abdullah Mason. We got Keyshawn Davis. We got Andy Cruz. You feel me? We got Jerome Bruce Ennis, new faces. You feel me? So I think that boxing is alive and well. Now, I think we got to have a collective, the boxers, the managers, the promoters, the fans. Now, the fans, this is the real issue I have with the fans, with us, collectively, with us. And L says Al Heyman versus Turkey. Al Heyman is Turkey. Turkey is Al Heyman with the turban. This is what the fans really in this side of the pond. This is why I say this side of the pond, because fans, all right, man, we really got to start something. We got to start a movement out here. All right, we got to really be unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. We really got to have that attitude to preserve the sport of boxing. And how are we going to preserve the sport of boxing? First, we got to understand what's happening to the sport of boxing, the business-wise. I know sometimes we don't like to get into business, and then when we talk about the business, we're really ignorant about it. We only care about 50, 60-40, pay-per-view, too much, I'm going to steal it. The business of boxing, which is not the fighter's fault. When in their contracts, if you ever seen the boxing contracts, I've seen boxing contracts, I've redlined a couple of contracts. Once you become a world champion, in their contract, they're only fighting 2 times a year, right? I hope things were different, but it is what it is. But that doesn't mean we need to shrink our sport. And what do I mean by that? I've been talking about this throughout the year, right? Shrinking our sport. For the people that don't understand what I'm saying, we need to stop shrinking our sport. We need to stop asking for a fight and then act like any other matchup with those particular fighters that we want to see matched up with is no bueno, because we're shrinking our sport. Like, there's some great fights. For example, people want to see Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. So anything Bud fights and anything the Canelo or the Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. So anything that Bud fights or Canelo Alvarez, if he fights somebody else, it's not a good fight. What is he doing? What is he fighting? Because we want to see David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. If we're talking about the top 10 in the sport of boxing, right? Whatever in your respective division, or let's say the top 5, we should set a new rule. If the commission says this, the champion cannot fight anybody less outside of the top 5. That's fair. I think that's supposed to be a new rule. And then nobody could be mad. Nobody could be mad. You know why? Because we can't say the best fighting the best and think that the best fighting the best is also the number 1 versus the number 3, the 2 versus the number 5, the 1 versus the number 2. If we got pound for pound top 10, right? So, right, top 10 overall, then the top 10 has to mean something in the respective division, right? We can't say, well, we want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez because David Benavidez is the mandatory position in the WBC. He doesn't fight him, but Canelo Alvarez is fighting the mandatory challenger in the WBA. We can't be mad. We could be disappointed because as a fan, we want to see a particular fight, but we can't be mad. We can't shame somebody. No. We got to give respect to the top 10, the top 5. I believe a new rule should be the champion cannot fight nobody. Look, in certain rules of a champion can't fight anybody less than got to fight within the top 15. Can fight without you can't fight out of the top 15. I think champions should not fight out of the top 5 because there's so much belt federations that you can't. Let's do it like this. You can't, if you're a champion, you can't fight out of the top 3 because we don't know what can happen in the top 1. You can't fight outside of the top 3. So, matter of fact, you can't fight outside of the top 3. I think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight out of the top 3. You know? And then everybody else in the rank, they can't fight. If you were top 10, you can't fight out of the top 10. You feel me? The top 10s has to fight the top 10s. The champion can't fight nobody outside of the top 3. I think that should be a new rule. So because if he doesn't fight the next guy up, then you know what? It's still a respectable fight. And that's why we can't even shame Canelo Alvarez for fighting Edgar Berlanga. How can we shame Canelo Alvarez for fighting Edgar Berlanga? Edgar Berlanga is the number 1 in the WBA. I mean, come on, y'all. Let's be real. So we got to be a fan of the sport as well. We just can't be a fan of one fight, because being a fan of one fight is actually, you know what I'm saying, we doing a disservice as a boxing fan. We're being frustrated because we ain't getting that one fight. If I don't get that one fight, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Canelo Alvarez if he doesn't give me David Benavidez. I don't want to see no Bud Crawford if he doesn't give me no Canelo. I don't want to see no Gervonta Davis if he don't give me Shakur. See, I put it like this. Gervonta Davis in the lightweight division should only fight Shakur, Cepeda, Lomachenko, right? Anybody in the top 1, 2, Moritaya, whatever. But a guy like Gervonta Davis is different because he has floated around in different type of divisions, right? So, you know, then we're looking at potential fights at 140. Potential fights at, if you want to go back to 130, but of course now you got the power to keep on moving up. Yes, and we'll make sure people around me on the same that traders Oscar UFC over boxing. He is done. So I think that's what it is, man. I think that we really need to we gotta stop shrinking on sport and stop asking for premature fights. And I think that's what gets people frustrated. You know, and we need to stop hating our own. Let's be honest, man. If we're talking, if Timothy Bradley ain't saying the whole thing. He's saying that, you know, yes, if it wasn't for Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford, boxing would be dead. But the reason is because we hating our own, man. And when I'm talking about hating our own, I ain't talking about race. I'm talking about American fighters. I'm talking about Black, Latino, Asian, whatever, American fighters. We are a bunch of haters, man. We need to stop that. We need to stop that trait. We need to stop that culture, man, for real. That's what's really, it's not only the fighters, it's not only the promoters, it's not only the managers, not only the networks, but it's also the fans. The fans, we hate on Tank, we hate on Teo, we hate on Haney, we hate on Ryan, we hate on Shakur. Think about this. These guys are leading the way in the future. We can't hate on everybody. We hate Tank, we hate Teo, we hate Shakur, we hate Haney, we hate Ryan. How is that possible? You give these 5 guys to any nation. Give those 5 guys, let them 5 guys be Japanese, bro. And Japan will like it. Oh my God, Teo, call her best, the best. You know what I'm saying? You give those 5 to you as UK fighters. Oh my goodness. If those 5 were from the UK, if Tank, Teo, Haney, Shakur, Ryan was UK fighters, my lord, my lord, my lord. If those 5 fighters was Mexican fighters, my lord, my lord, my lord. We have fighters, but we hate so much. And when we collectively hate on these fighters, the casuals be like, oh, I don't want to see them. They all garbage anyway. I'll watch Jake Paul. Enrique con lobo peso de plátano. Me dice, Canelo's the cash cow. Bud does not draw a crowd. It's true, man. It's true. He can't even sell out Nebraska. I don't agree with Timothy Bradley saying Bud Crawford is because Bud Crawford is his friend. He want to implement Bud Crawford. I'm gonna say it like this: if Bud Crawford retires right now, boxing will be just the way it is right now. Why? Because Bud Crawford's not even as active like that. He don't move the needle like that. Terrence Bud Crawford is really not the cash cow of the sport of boxing, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Bud Crawford would have to go to Australia to fight Tim Tszyu to really make that type of money. You know what I'm saying? I think that Tim Tszyu got more fans than Bud Crawford. I think that Bud Crawford got more respect. But I think when it comes down to the cachet and you perform and you pull, let me see you put up a show on your in Omaha and I put up a show in Australia, I think Tim Tszyu will get more people. It is what it is. You know why? Because the culture. See, people support Tim Tszyu. Why is Tim Tszyu in the position that he's at right now? Not only because Tim Tszyu is good. It's not just because of his dad. It's because people support him. People support. It's a different culture. You feel me? Why you think that Canelo Alvarez is fighting Edgar Berlanga? Because the culture of the perception that Mexican versus Puerto Rican is a traditional rivalry. He's fighting Edgar Berlanga strictly for Puerto Rico. He's not fighting Edgar Berlanga because, oh, I want to fight Edgar Berlanga. It's because they believe that Edgar Berlanga is going to bring in that one of the most loyal fan base of this side of the pond, and that's the Puerto Rican fan base. And all we do over here is hate. We hate on both the Charlos. You hate on Demetrius Andre. You hate on Teo. You hate on Haney. You hate on Shakur. We hate on everybody. So nobody is worthy for us to pay. Nobody. We hate on everybody. Hey, yo, Teofimo Lopez could do what he did at the age of 25. She lost to Kambosos. Yo, but he beat Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. He got 2 lineal champion. He lost to Kambosos. Yo, at least Devin Haney, he got beat by Ryan. He beat Lomachenko. Nah, Lomachenko beat him. Well, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, he still became undisputed and stuff like that. But he only beat Kambosos. Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson, the 3-division world champion. Even when he beat Edward de los Santos, I know it wasn't a pretty win, but he became a 3-division world champion. He was running. Yo, Javante Davis is good and stuff like that. Javante Davis ain't fighting nobody. Yo, but Boots Ennis is good and stuff like that. Boots haven't fought nobody. Yo, Virgil Ortiz is good, man. He lost his last fight with Boacek. I mean, Deontay Wilder, man, he a bum. Andy Ruiz, man, he a bum too. Butterfinger Ian, motherfucker. Earl Spence was good in the welterweight division, man. Come on, man, he a crash dummy. The Charles was good, man. Both of these guys, man, they be getting drunk. It's like anything you say about our own, we shit on our own. That's why I believe that at this side of the pond, boxing is dying. These guys can't sell because we hate on everybody. And then you know what we do? We hate on everybody. We hate on Haney. We're the only community, bro, that be looking at their numbers just to laugh. Hey, yo, how much did Devin Haney and Rigger? He did 51K. Yo, Teofimo Lopez. What he fought in the Hulu Theater, though. It only holds 5,000, though. He only do 5,000 though. Hey, yo, Shakur Stevenson, people was walking out. It's like we want to degrade and devalue. We want the American boxing fan collectively in YouTube and Twitter boxing. We want boxing to die. We do whatever it takes for boxing to die. I don't really think that collectively, I don't think that this community have shown that we want boxing to stay alive. I don't think so. We just shit on everybody. It doesn't matter what they earn, bro. It doesn't matter what they earn. Like, pick who you pick. Everybody got a particular favorite fighter. Everybody got a particular favorite style. That's what we're fans. We pay for whatever rocks our boat when in terms of our style of fighter that we like. We like to see knockouts. Some people like to see some beautiful technician, 12 rounds technique or whatever. Pick your poison. But we can't be just dogging every fighter that's in position to elevate the sport of boxing and preserve the sport of boxing. We can't keep hating on everybody, bro. We can't keep hating on Tank. And we can't keep hating Ryan, Devin, Teo, Shakur. How can we hate on the guys that's supposed to preserve the sport of boxing after guys like Canelo Alvarez is going to be tired, that's almost on his way out? Like guys like Bill Crawford is going to be on his way out. Like the heavyweights, like think about it. Jared Anderson, I knew he wasn't going to do shit anyway. All right, what's the next American heavyweight? We were shitting already on Jared Anderson already. That's it. He lost. Now who we got next? We'd rather not have nobody just to shit on what we got. Richie Torres. But look at the UK, though. The UK. Derek Chisora, he could lose 8 straight. And people still go out there and see Derek Chisora, bro. And Derek Chisora won his last fight. Look how they support Derek Chisora, bro. Look how they support him. Over here in America, you can't even get dropped. Yo, you could lose out there. Yo, AJ lost, they hold him up. Canelo Alvarez lost, they hold him up. Over here, you can't even have a bad performance, bro. Over here, Earl Spence lost, first time in his career. Retired. Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia. Retired. Teofimo Lopez, Jose Kambosos. It doesn't matter what Teofimo Lopez does. It doesn't even matter if he beat Josh Taylor. He lost to Kambosos. He lost to Kambosos. We don't. Yo, if you get chin check. Hey, yo, people hate Edgar Berlanga for getting a Canelo Alvarez fight, bro. People hate on Berlanga because he's getting a Canelo Alvarez fight, bro. And look at this. They hate on Edgar Berlanga. Why you hate on Edgar Berlanga? Why people hate on him? He's undefeated. He's a knockout artist. You give Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga was a UK fighter. This man will be loved and carried and worshipped, bro, as a young fighter. But over here, basura. Everybody is shit. Everybody. It's true. I remember when I was talking to Keyshawn Davis. Everybody shitting on Keyshawn Davis because Andy Cruz. Yeah, fight Andy Cruz, though. We hate all the fathers. Ain't nobody shitting on Papachenko, right? Nobody be ishing on Papachenko, right? Jean Fury talk more crap than Senior, Bill, and he acts it out. He act like a fool. He headbutted a guy and started bleeding. And guess what? We ish on every father out here. Even the ones that don't talk shit. Even when Kenny Porter, he don't talk like Senior and Bill. Still, Sean Porter, fire your father. Teofimo, fire your father. Devin Haney, fire your father. We even hate the fathers out here, bro. That's why boxing, if boxing is dead, it's because the fans doesn't give a damn about the sport of boxing. We watch to hate. Collectively, yes. Let's be real. Let's be honest. We watch to hate. Bro. And why? This is our sport. These are our fighters. Now, let's say if we're in the Olympics right now, who we gonna root for? If this is the Olympics again, and you know what, we bringing our pros. We're gonna shit on them. We're gonna wish that Shakur loses. We're gonna wish that Teo loses. What? We're gonna wish that Devin Haney loses. We're gonna wish that Bam Rodriguez. I think the Bam Rodriguez is liked and loved, right? I think he's probably the only American fighter that I think that is getting the benefit of the doubt. That he's being supported. And everybody is on deck and supporting Bam Rodriguez. Right? I think he's the only one. He's the only one that's doing work and getting the ultimate respect. Guess what? He got dropped by Juan Francisco Estrada too. But he gets dropped and it's all right. That we understand the nature of the game. You got dropped, you came right back. Now, it got dropped. He came right back and I got the artist, right? I'm not the artist, his opponent, right? Now, it got dropped, right? He came right back and fought it through. Let's say a Teofimo Lopez, even in his downfall, he got dropped, and then he in the championship round, he dropped Jose Kambosos as well. But you be like, Jose Kambosos, whoop, Teo, You guys degrade. You guys, you devalue a fighter so much. And then when the fighter doesn't bring in the money, doesn't put butts in the seats, doesn't have the viewership, you laugh. But we spend as a community all day just dissing these guys, devaluing them, because, and guess what? And then those videos get the upper hand. He said, I don't hate Bill Haney. I just know he's a liberal. Bill Haney is good for the sport of boxing. Teo, and you know what I get? Look at Teo Senior. When Teo Senior doesn't say anything, you know what I get? Yo, when you gonna have Teo Senior on? Yo, Teo's team been quiet. Yo, Senior been quiet because you missed that. Yo, right now, hey, yo, when I was out there in when I was in Times Square doing the media for Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga, and you see Danny Garcia and you see Angel Garcia, you know that Angel Garcia used to be lit, talk a lot. Everybody was like, yo, Angel Garcia changed, yo, we need that old Angel Garcia. But the rowdy Angel Garcia was the one that everybody was saying that Danny Garcia should fire his father, that Angel Garcia should shut up, that Angel Garcia is this, that Angel Garcia is drunk, that Angel Garcia is sniffing that. Now he's quiet, and now everybody wants him to talk. Now Senior, he's not out here talking a lot. Yo, what happened to Senior, yo? Yo, let him out. Yo, let him talk now. Yo, where we miss Senior? Oh, now you miss. You know what a lot of people are saying right now that I've seen? Yo, where Bill Haney at? Oh, but I thought y'all said, hey, the Bill Haney should shut up. Bill Haney is with his other son, Sean, doing the tennis stuff, and his daughter doing the tennis stuff. He's not paying attention right now. But now what you hear? Yo, where Bill at? Where Bill at? But didn't we say that Bill Haney should shut up? Then the whole community saying that Bill Haney, all these fathers just want to talk and blah, blah. Sometimes these fathers need to talk, man. They bring some content. Let me tell you right now, in the YTBC, what's the major content right now? Brian Norman Sr. If Brian Norman Sr. don't talk, we don't know shit about Brian Norman Jr. If Brian Norman Sr. does not talk, he don't go to this channel and this channel and this channel and stir something up. Hey, yo, we wouldn't even be talking about Brian Norman Jr. versus a potential fight with Boots Ennis. Brian Norman Sr. has elevated the value of that fight. Him alone. But you know what we're going to be saying? You know what we say? He started talking. Brian Norman Sr., shut up. Brian Norman Sr., shut up. If Bozy don't talk too much, but once Bozy start talking, Bozy, shut up. Virgil T. Sr. don't talk that much. He start talking, we tell him to shut up. We want the fathers to shut up and get fired by their sons, right? I don't understand why in a society where they're trying to eliminate fathers, when society they don't respect fathers anymore. They don't respect men anyway. But in the sport of boxing, when you see that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing, now we want these sons to fire their father. Man, these fathers have made their sons millionaire. Build them up from nothing to warriors. And oh my God, they don't look good in that fight. Fire him. Diablo, así mismito, diablo. People used to laugh at them and call them clowns. Yeah, but never in the gym. Never in the gym. Hey, yo, I used to say this, yo, and I said this. I hope they would have done a documentary, to be honest, about Teo Sr., his life, and how he molded his son. I think that's what's missing as well. The storyline, the backstory, the documenting of those. I don't think I've been in training camp with Senior. You know what I'm saying? Senior and Teo. They're legit. That's a legit team. He know what the hell he's doing. He studies all day. He watch films all day. Yeah, he comes in these airwaves and talk his shit. But Senior is he's a smart ass trainer. Bill Haney to put Devin Haney in the position to be in the TMT gym, to be the tutelage, to be tutored by Floyd Mayweather, Jeff Mayweather, Senior, Roy Jones Jr. Zab Judah, you think that's easy? You think that's easy? What Bill Haney did with his son Devin Haney? You think that's easy? That's not easy, man. That's not easy. You don't think it's beautiful to see them sparring and working their way back up? And look at them right now. Hey, you could go to the amateurs right now. Just put it on YouTube. Tio versus this one in the amateurs. Virgil Ortiz versus this one in the amateurs. Ryan Garcia versus this one in the amateurs. Look at them when they broke and they don't got money or whatever, and now they're millionaires because of their father. But that's the guy that you want them to fire. That's only us in this community que hacen eso. Los negros y los latinos, the only one that we be like, hey, yo, fire the father. Boot the father out. Fathers ain't shit. Get him out of there. In a snakish sport like boxing, that they're waiting. The reason they don't take advantage of these guys like that is because tienen pampa también de la calle. Oh, yo, Bill Haney locking out real. You think if Devin Haney didn't have Bill Haney, you think he'd be locking all those deals? You think that he was getting $3 million a pop by Matchroom if it wasn't for the way that Bill Haney knew the business of boxing and understood the business of boxing and understand what's in that contract and get that proper boxing attorney to read these contracts? You think if Devin Haney had some other manager, he'll be getting $3 million a pop? Nah, man. Nah. I'm not gonna say all the fathers know the X's and O's and the numbers and how to read these boxing contracts. No, but he did his due diligence, man. He did his due diligence. He just wasn't around these people. Nah, he was picking their brain. Why they think Bill Haney is so? I'm gonna tell you like this: Bill Haney is so smart that while people are looking at that he's using this one. And yes, I'm going to say it. And that's good that Bill Haney did that. Yes, Bill Haney used Floyd and used everybody around him. You know why? Because they was all looking to use Devin Haney anyway. See, but Bill Haney was smart. Yeah, train my son. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, we got Devin. Bill in his mind, you don't got my son, motherfucker. You guys are training him for free. And I'm peeping game. Tell me, Floyd. Tell me more about this guy, Al Heyman. Yeah, and then we're gonna do this. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. All right. The digger de loco. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, give me a second. TOC and Tio, the greatest father and son doing boxing history. Boxing Latino TV in the building. What's good, man? Bill paid Floyd and threw him extra, he said one time. Yeah, but that's well invested money right there if he did. Boxing line, that's well invested money. All I'm saying that guy ain't dumb. That guy is smart, man. That guy is smart. They all living good. Because what their father, look at Henry Garcia and Ryan Garcia. Look at Henry, what he did. You think these fathers know look? Or, no, even when they get a trainer. Where's Henry Garcia when Ryan Garcia is fighting? Oh, yeah, Eddie Reynoso. Let's hire Eddie Reynoso. But I'm not leaving my son's corner. No, this is my son's life. You crazy? I put my son in this sport. If my son dies in this sport, no, I got to be in his corner, bro. I don't give a damn. Henry Garcia is still in his son's corner. Derrick James is the trainer. Henry Garcia is right there, and Sean Garcia is right there. No. Oh, who's next to Derrick James when Errol Spence is fighting? Errol Spence Sr. never left his son's corner. Never left his son's corner. A lot of people talk about, these people need to let, what? Maybe Tio Daddy Reynoso, you know what I'm saying? And boot out Tio Sr. No, I don't want Teofimo Lopez Sr. to leave that corner ever. Ever. I don't want Tio Sr. to leave that corner. They could put somebody else to help him out. Bill Haney, I told him myself, I don't want Bill Haney to leave Devin Haney's corner. Now, put that trainer that's in the gym, and he could be probably the primary voice, just like Henry Garcia is there. Huh? Nah, los papás no se van de ahí. No. How about Robert Garcia? How about Robert Garcia trains Virgil Ortiz Jr., right? Where's Virgil Ortiz Sr.? Where's Virgil Ortiz Sr.? Right next to him. Nah, man, this is my son, brother. I ain't never leaving. They ain't never leaving. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop. We need to stop that hate as well. We had this is this hate culture that I don't know where it's from. Why we hate so much like this? What is it? Is it bragging rights for social media? No. Ladies and gentlemen, let's really let's chop this up right here in Punch Drunk Boxing, and probably with our energy we could transition this type of energy to other channels and in their chats, in their comment section, in their panels. What is it that we hate everybody in America? Let's talk, brother. Jade in the building. It's like the saying, the king is dead, long live the king. How many hardcore boxing fans are going to start watching UFC? Not me. How many world champions are there? No one knows their names. Facts. It's too many. But that's why in the past, Jade, I said, as a hardcore boxing fan, if we know the history, if we know boxing, and we recognize the truth, even when we see the politics, we can identify the politics. Let's recognize the truth. That's why I always say, Jay, Teofimo Lopez is undisputed when he beat Vasily Lomachenko. And then you had these other fools saying, no, he's not. There's one belt left. And that's the devil. No, y'all defeating the purpose. Y'all taking that up. Y'all taking his accomplishment, knowing that this guy is undisputed. But just for YouTube and Twitter or Facebook comments, no, he not. He got to beat Devin Haney. But when did Devin Haney won? I don't care. He got to beat Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Shitting on him, bruh. We did a disservice to that young man. As a community, we did a disservice to Tio. Knowing the politics of the sport of boxing, we were supposed to be the one. Now, FUWBC, hey, yo, everybody, this is the undisputed. But no. I mean, technically, he should be undisputed, but he's not. Nah, we play them games. That shit was unfair by us, by the boxing world. Knowing that what that guy accomplished, knowing what that moment meant, knowing what was the fight, the best fight and the best, the two guys that had all the titles. No, he's not undisputed. I mean, I understand. I mean, if it wasn't for the franchise, nah. Oh man, we hate on everybody, bro. And you know what they're gonna start doing? And then they stop wanting to accomplish shit. You know what I'm saying? Then when the guy is out there to be great, he gives you a Steve Claggett and y'all get mad. Why is he fighting Steve Claggett? Well, y'all never gave him the damn props when he beat Josh Taylor. Why he stay fighting Steve Claggett? Well, he's calling out damn Bud Crawford, but you guys don't feel like that's a good enough fight for him, so he fights Steve. Why is he fighting Steve Claggett though? Come on, man. Yeah, and then people be like that. Yo, Matia's gonna kill Tio. Another just hating on American fighters. They started shitting on Matia. Yo, Tio gave this man a contract. But no, Punch, you gotta understand. Tio gave him the contract because when he said his hand hurt. So Tio, no, that's not. How much you want to bet if Matias would have gave Gervonta Tank Davis a contract? And he would put it the other way around. If Subriel Matias would have given Teofimo Lopez a contract, and then Teofimo Lopez said, "Now I got a hand injury," everybody be smoking Tio. Everybody, bro. Everybody. Let's not forget that even to this day, they be like, Jamel Charlo, he ducked Tim Tszyu. Jamel Charlo broke his hand, bro. Was in a cast. And people still were like, he ducked Tim Tszyu. How he ducked Tim Tszyu? He broke his hand and then went to fight and dared to be great and fought Canelo Alvarez. See, we only do it to American fighters. But when Canelo Alvarez moves up, it's there to be great. When Alessandro moves up, it's there to be great. When Vasily Lomachenko moves up, it's there to be great. When Naoya Inoue moves up to fight Stephen Fulton, it's there to be great. When American fighter moves up, man, who is he fighting? Jamel Charlo just want to pay that. When Mikey Garcia move up and dare to be great. When Demis Andre went to fight David Benavidez, yeah, about time. Why is he ducking Chennebeck? Why is he ducking Chennebeck? It's only in America, bro. Only in America, bro. Only in America. We hate on every American fighter, bro. We hate them all, man. We hate them all. That's why the boxing world is at where it's at in this side of the pond. This side of the pond. And no, they don't support like Terrence Brooke Crawford like a Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is supported because of the Mexican fan base. A loyal Mexican fan base. Look at the Americans. Even the Americans want, Inoue to fail. Just to see, they be like, but why Inoue doesn't come over here in America and fight? Because they know that the numbers won't be the same. So they could just be like, yeah, he only does it in Japan. You think they want Inoue to come to fight who? For those that be like, now Inoue got to fight out here in America, even though that he did when he fought Maloney. He got to fight here in America, because his numbers won't be the way that it is out there in Japan. So you want him to fail. That's what it is. You wanna have a bragging right to say, oh, Inoue, come out here and fight in Atlanta. Yeah, Inoue, come out here and fight in Atlanta. And let's see how much of a star you really are. Y'all don't even want to see him fight. Y'all want to see him fail in numbers. What American fighter there is for him out here? Tell me. Says y'all want Inoue to fight in America. Like if Floyd Mayweather went out there to Japan and fight. Like Mike Tyson did. Floyd Mayweather didn't go to the UK and fight. Why does Inoue need to come out here? For what? If there's people out there that's supporting him. Supporting him. No, y'all don't want him to come out here so you can see him fail. That's what it is. We're not boxing fans. We're just a bunch of trolls. Bunch of trolls. And we got good fighters, man. I'm going to tell you like this, bro. Right now where boxing is at is the most stacked that I've seen in terms of skill set from 1 to 10. The skill level is up there. You know what I'm saying? And all we do is either we shit on them here or we shit on them with the pass. Please. These guys won't even beat no damn Duran. These guys wouldn't beat no damn Hagler. Canelo won't beat Hagler. Tio won't beat Duran at 135. Devin Haney won't beat this one. Shakur won't beat this one. All we do is hate. Then we wonder why these guys don't sell. There's people out there that promote and stealing fights. Think about it. People be like, I ain't paying for it. Man, I'm fire sticking this. Fire sticking. You promote even stealing the fight. And then you let the casuals know. No, casuals. You don't know? Y'all don't know the stream service out here? Now you don't got to pay for it. You don't got to pay for this shit. We do it bad, man. We bad, man. We bad. I pay for pay-per-view, man. I pay. You know why? Because that's how fighters get paid. Most of the time, they get paid most. For example, we wanted to see Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. We wanted to see that fight. You know what they did? They ain't take no minimums. So guess what? The pay-per-views is how they was going to get paid. Yet they gave us a fight that we wanted to see. But there was a bunch of people that stole the fight. And guess what? Oh, what we did? It ain't do more than Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia. It ain't do more than Ryan Garcia and Devin and Tank Davis. Ha ha! Ah, Haney! Ha! Yo, we bad, man. We bad as a community. We are. Because we right here every day talking about the sport of boxing, but we right here talking about how bad we don't like what's happening in the sport of boxing. But there's a lot of fights. There's good fights. There's decent fights. Not every fight in the sport of boxing is going to be the fight. How many the fight there is in the sport of boxing? How many the fight it is? Okay, we get Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. What's next? Look, and this is how we work. And this is how I know that some of half of the boxing world are BSers. Guess what? We was asking for Bud versus Spence, and we got the fight. We got the fight. And we got it while they both had a good momentum going into the fight. But Crawford beat Dave Avenesia, knocked him out. And Earl Spence broke the orbital bone. And then what y'all do? You look at what you do today. Earl Spence it was the car accident. What are you talking about, man? He broke the orbital bone of Ugas, and he beat Danny Garcia. What do you mean? All of a sudden that he wasn't good enough, and it was the car accident. He was half of himself, and he was washed. Y toda mierda a quitarle todo el crédito a ese tigre de Bo Crawford. Oh, now it's back to the car accident. Nah. What I'm trying to say, no, that wasn't the same. Earl Spence wasn't the same. It was a car accident. So it wasn't a car accident when he broke the orbital bone of Ugas, who retired Manny Pacquiao. All of a sudden now it was a car accident and stuff like that. Y esa mierda. Nah, man. Nah, that's why. So people think that the sport of boxing is dead. We kill it. We kill every momentum. American hate on everything. Facts, Jose. American hate on everything because we have it good over here. We are spoiled over here. Not for long, though. Sometime big is going to happen in the USA. Well, yeah. We've seen it. We've seen a lot. And we got to give a lot of credit to the ones that came before them, pause. But that doesn't mean we don't got something great, man. We got great fighters right now, man. We got great young fighters that's wanting to be great. Think about it. Why do you think I talk about Teo so much? Because he's great, man. If it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, we all be recognizing the whole world as the first 2-division undisputed world champion in the 4-belt era. And at 25 years old. Y'all not acting like that's incredible, bro. Shakur Stevenson, by the age of 25, was a 3-division world champion and unified champion in the super featherweight. That's great, man. Bam Rodriguez is great, bro. It's a lot of shit that's happening in American boxing. And then guess what? We pay for we pay. Hey, yo, Gervonta Tank Davis is good in bringing the eyeballs. Ese tigre que casi no está haciendo nada. And he's the one that, because the knockouts, Y'all don't even value the people that's doing it, bro. That's really for the sport. I like Tank, but we know that Tank is for self. These other fighters do for the sport. Haney didn't have to go to Australia and fight Kambosos. Haney didn't have to go over there. He already was getting $3 million a pop fighting old fighters. He didn't need to go out there and fight George Kambosos for the titles. Who cares, right? Gervonta Tank Davis is the cash cow. Why did Haney have to go all the way to Australia for $2.8 million? For what? For what? Right? I'm not saying that the promoters and networks have washed down, watered down, has over-marinated fights. They have. But there's other fights in between. If you're frustrated with one particular fighter, there's another great fighter that's doing his thing. If you're frustrated that, for example, if you're frustrated that, hey, Bud Crawford is not active, but guess what? You know who is, and Canelo is, and Teo is. Huh? Oh, man, this guy's not performing the way. Well, If he's not performing, guess what? We got another special thing. Tank is performing well. Ryan Garcia is performing well. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't like performers, let's look at other people. The women are doing great. Man, boxing is doing great right now. But let's talk about another. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about my Latino pound for pound list. I know I wanted to talk about this. I did a video about this. Let's talk about it. I could disagree. Remember, it's a pound for pound list. Yeah, it's opinionated, right? And y'all help me out. Y'all help me out with the pound. Remember, this is Punch Drunk Boxing. Y'all part of my familia. I don't know why people get mad when I drop something. Like, if I won't consider my supporters, you know what I'm saying, their intellect in the sport of boxing. Like, if I put a pound for pound list, that's not me saying, it's my pound for pound list and F all y'all pound for pound lists out there. No, y'all my family. Y'all following the channel. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all support the channel. Y'all donate to the channel. You feel me? Y'all members to the channel and stuff like that. We in 90K, baby. You feel me? We moved on up like the Jeffersons. Y'all helping your boy out. Help me out with the list. This is my list. The Latino pound for pound list. This is my list right now. I got number 1, Canelo Alvarez, the 4th division world champion, super middleweight undisputed. We got Teofimo Lopez, number 2, the 2-division lineal champion of the world. We got Bam Rodriguez, the 2-division champion. We got 4, David Benavidez, the former WBC world champion in the super middleweight division. We got the unified champion, the junior middleweight division, and Sebastian Van Duren coming in number 5. Pause. We got number 6, Virgil Ortiz, been knocking out everybody else except for the last one, Bowichek. But I believe he just showed the grit and determination, the fighting spirit. I have him number 6. I got Jaime Munguia, a 3-division campaign in 3 divisions, former champion as well. Coming in number 8, Juan Francisco Estrada, in my opinion, is a future Hall of Famer as well. We got Ryan Garcia with a great victory versus Devin Haney, a good win versus Oscar Duarte that has aged well. Great win versus Luke Campbell. And then we got coming to number 10, we got Sebastian Van Duren, Brandon Figueroa, who was a former champion. Right now he's a regular champion right now. A lot of people still believe that he beat Sebastian Van Duren. He knocked out Luis Nery and stuff like that. So there is more, right? We got guys that are honorable mentions. We got the Zurdo Ramirez that's just locked down the deal with a fight. Who else we got? We got Zurdo Ramirez. We still got Chocolatito who won in his last fight, but it's been active. Only won 2 fights in the span of 4 years, and that's why I didn't put Chocolatito, because he on the books he lost to Juan Francisco Estrada twice. Only fought 4 times in the span of 4 years. Only 2 times. Rayo, y'all want to put Rayo there? I don't know if Rayo. I don't know who I'm gonna take out to put Rayo, even though that he's a champion, right? If you want to, people gonna be like, well, Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz never been a champion. I just think that Virgil Ortiz and Ryan Garcia are better fighters, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel Navarrete, I know in a couple of his last couple of outings ain't look too good. You know what I'm saying? He lost his Cansocial, right? No. Cansocial, that was a draw. Cansocial beat Oshaki Foster. But he lost his last fight Navarrete, right? So he struggled a little bit in the last fight. Maybe Navarrete should be there. Who we take out Navarrete? Navarrete's been a 4-division world champion or 3-division world champion. I would think he's a 4 or 3. He was gunning to be 4-division world champion. The Ukraine guy beat him. Let's see. He's still a 3-division world champion. All right, cool. So let's take out. So put Navarrete. Who should we take out? Who should we take out and put Navarrete? Should it be Brandon Figueroa? Hey, some people will argue take out Virgil Ortiz. Would y'all take out Virgil Ortiz? Bam says Bang should be number 2. Hey, I think that's fair. That's arguably, and that's fair with the momentum of Bam Rodriguez, right? But the thing is also, I just believe that Canelo, that Teofimo Lopez accomplishment, for me, I don't know, man. For me, Teofimo Lopez accomplishment is one of the greats of this young era. You know what I'm saying? Bam Rodriguez, being Cuadras, being Riverside, being Juan Francisco Estrada. I think those are great wins. He moved up, went back down in the division. But I think I could see it right now. If for recent right now, Bam Rodriguez is smoking right now. He's hot. A hot commodity, great win, one of the epic wins of this year. Probably one of the best outside of Usyk. Probably got the best win this year, right? So I could see Bam Rodriguez as number 2, Teofimo Lopez as number 3. I could see that. You know what I'm saying? That's be fair. But you know what I'm saying? That's a good dialogue. That's a good debate right there. Who should be number 2? Either Bam, either Tio. So I'm cool with that. I would have Benavidez, and I would take Benavidez out Victor Garcia and put Chocolatito. I don't think that Chocolatito been that active though. You know what I'm saying? I love Chocolatito, but he only fought 4 times in 4 years and lost twice. He's 2-2. So how can we leave? How can we put Chocolatito there? The pound for pound isn't that you done years ago. Bam over Tio or your bias. The pound for pound isn't what you done years ago. Bam over Tio or your bias. I don't know. I mean, like, damn, I have it 2 or 3. Y'all really making a 2 or 3. Y'all making it a big issue. We put Bam number 3 and we put Tio. We'll put Bam number 2 and Tio number 3. How about that? He said, "Punch. Bam gets knockouts, bro. Tio doesn't." Fan have the remember he won a whole 12 rounds when he got his jaw broken. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing what I mean. I said it earlier. I said that Bam is the only American that gets his praise, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? But I think if Tio would have got his jaw broken, still won, then y'all would have been saying that he got no defense. And then he got dropped, still won. Everybody would have been stuck on the drop. Just like, think about it. Just like, look at Devin Haney. When we talk about Haney versus Jorge Linares, people talk about when Jorge Linares made Devin Haney do the salsa. That's the highlight of that fight. Ain't nobody talking about nothing. Ain't nobody talking about the win. Everybody just talk about when Devin Haney was dancing salsa when he got chin checked. And that's what I mean, that everybody is hate. Everybody is micro. They micro just a little moment of adversity. Punch, don't get bullied out your pound for pound list. No. I'm just saying, like, Teofimo Lopez got the best win. Teofimo Lopez right now got the better wins, multiple wins. And I could say Bam Rodriguez and Tio got the best wins of this list right now. Outside of Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez haven't had a real significant opponent. But I think Tio and Bam Rodriguez are the only ones on the list that beaten a pound for pound fight. Okay, Ryan Garcia did beat Devin Haney as well. So we got 3 fights. That's why. Okay, Teofimo Lopez, Bam Rodriguez, and Ryan Garcia are the only one in the list that recently have beat a pound for pound fighter or caliber fighter. Juan Francisco Estrada, the only thing with Juan Francisco Estrada, he was inactive heading into the Bam Rodriguez fight. And that's why I had to take out Juan Francisco Estrada from a pound for pound list only based on inactivity. But Tio, Bam, and Ryan, for the most part, are the guys that has faced pound for pound fighters. You know, Tio has beaten 2 pound for pound fighters. I'm not, until you do something greater than Tio, I can't. Tio is my number 2. You know what I'm saying? If Bam Rodriguez moves up, right? Because he moved down. If he moves up, what's another opponent in which he could beat, right? He could be Nakatani. Whatever's Benavidez do not have any accomplishment justify the number 4 spot. Why? His performances, and he was a former champion as well that never lost the strap, and he beat quality opponents. He beat a former champion in Kalen Plant within his division, and he beat a 2-division world champion in Demetrius Andre, who was undefeated and one of the most avoided fighters of this era. That's why I have David Benavidez in the way that he performed. You know what I'm saying? You got to give the performances as well. You know, pound for pound, looking unbeatable. Joaquin said about Shakur. What about Shakur? Well, Shakur is half-half. Shakur is half-half. You know what I'm saying? He's just half-half. These guys ain't half-half. And recently, you know that Shakur Stevenson, if you listen to his interview, he's like, if they accept me, and he's always emphasizing, I gotta be real. I wasn't raised with that culture. I gotta be real. Like I think that he's hearing people say that he's a fake he's a real Puerto Rican in his blood, but it doesn't have the culture in him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going for I'm not going to force it into him. Joaquin with a $2 super chat. What about Shakur? Like I said, Shakur, he's half. Should we push Shakur there? Shakur don't even say Rican, y'all done. Should we push Shakur there? And Shakur, we push Shakur there. He's top 5. We push Shakur there. He's top 5. Shakur, Puerto Rican, we are who our father are. Now I accept him as Boricua. He's Latino. You can't pick your race. Shakur definitely should be on the list, Tycho TV. All right. Hey, then we make another list and put Shakur. If Shakur's on the list, then Shakur will be number 4. Shakur will be number 4. Or it could be arguably, could be number 3. Or it could be arguably, could be number 2. Epoxy Magic in the building say La Cultura, our culture is beautiful. Yes, it is. If Shakur in there, then he number 4, AC. If he's there, he got to be number 4, number 3, and there's arguably of number 3 and number 2. If he's there, we got to put him number 4, number 3, or number 2. He ain't even over T.O. Bam. I think it'll be arguably, right? Andre Ward's dad was white. Does that mean he's all white all of a sudden? I don't even think that they look at Andre Ward like he white, but he's white. He said, don't forget Kid Austin Dominican. Yeah, but he's not. He hasn't accomplished anything right now. He hasn't accomplished anything to be on the pound for pound list, on the Latino pound for pound list yet. So, bro, when a boo-boo fighting again, your boy on here for an interview. Yeah, you already know Boo was my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's always invited to the channel. You forgot David Morrell. Over who? Over who? Victor Garcia. Who we gonna take out for David Morrell? Nah, man, we ain't taking out nobody on that list for David Morrell. We ain't taking nobody out that pound for pound list. Let's move on to the next subject, and then we go back to the subject. What do y'all think about Ryan Garcia's statement? Let's read it. Ryan Garcia has blasted Terrence Crawford and called him out. Terrence Crawford really hasn't beat anybody other than Earl Spence, who went through a car crash. Crawford ain't like that. He's an overhyped bum. I'm sorry, somebody had to say it. You're an overhyped bum. You a effing suck, bro. You're not entertaining. You're boring as F. Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking ish. What do y'all think of Ryan Garcia's statements towards Terrence Bud Crawford, the 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed? What do you feel about Ryan Garcia's statement? Does it have any truth to it? Is he capping? Is he just talking ish? Is he just want to troll? He just want to brag? What do you feel about his comments? Let me see. Karate Kid. What Karate Kid saying? Karate Kid said Crawford should sign him up. That's money. Hey, that's what Crawford wants. Crawford wants some money, right? Hey, why not? Get it, take his offer. I mean, that's the only reason why Bud Crawford will stay fighting anyway, for the money, right? Ryan will beat the F out of Crawford, says BZ. Oh, BZ said that Ryan will beat the crap out of Crawford. All right. Awesome. Joe Flores in the building said, Ryan Garcia, I want to see the fight. I want to know how Bud Crawford going to respond to this. I'm gonna say like this though. Like I dropped the video. When was it? Yesterday or the day before yesterday? I did say that Terrence Bud Crawford, in my opinion, his greatness is over exaggerated. That's my comment. I think that Bud Crawford is great. I think Bud Crawford is a future Hall of Famer. I think that his accomplishment is great and is a first ballot Hall of Fame. I think his resume, in my opinion, is not as great as the other guys in the Hall of Fame that people want to compare him. I think Bud Crawford's resume is not even second tier Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame. I'm gonna say I don't want people to cut my and edit the thing out. Terrence Bud Crawford is a first ballot Hall of Fame with first ballot accomplishments, hardwares, 4 division world champion, 2 division undisputed. But his resume is not first tier resume. His resume is not first tier Hall of Fame resume. His resume is not like Floyd Mayweather. That's first tier resume. Oscar De La Hoya, first tier resume. Sugar Ray Leonard, first tier resume. Muhammad Ali, first tier resume. That's what I'm talking about. Hall of Fame first. Roberto Duran, first tier resume. Bud Crawford doesn't got a first tier resume. Bud Crawford's biggest win was Earl Spence. I don't know how many Hall of Fame fighters is in Bud Crawford's resume. I think his second best win would probably be Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Gamboa win didn't age well as much. You know what I'm saying? Gamboa lost to Haney. Gamboa lost to Tank. Gamboa lost to Pitbull. Gamboa has lost and got knocked down by almost every fighter after that. I think that that's one of the victories that just didn't age well for Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It's not a victory. It didn't age well like how Canelo Alvarez, how Mayweather went over Canelo Alvarez aged well. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez Mayweather's victory over Canelo Alvarez has probably become the best because I don't think that no other victory has aged so good. Who said it was or that it was supposed to be based on today's standards? But a certified Hall of Fame. Of course, he's a certified Hall of Fame. He's a certified Hall of Fame, but I don't feel like Crawford is done. I don't feel like I believe that he got people I think he got a good menu right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that he could enhance his legacy by beating a Jermell Charlo, a Hall of Famer. I think he enhance his legacy if Danny Garcia beats Lara, and then he could go to the middleweight division and have an opportunity to become a 5 division world champion versus a future Hall of Fame and Danny Garcia. Or if he beats Lara, become a 3 division world champion, then Danny Garcia will be going for his 4 division world champion by fighting Bud Crawford because the WBA, both 154 and 160 strap will be on the line. I think that Bud Crawford could do more. I think that Bud Crawford should have taken the opportunity to fight Teofimo Lopez because Teofimo Lopez is the most accomplished fighter in his resume. Doesn't matter that even the greats have fought smaller guys. Hagler fought the likes of Roberto Duran and still get credit for those victories, right? You know what I'm saying? Triple G fought the Kell Brook. Canelo Alvarez fought Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing bad fighting a small, great fighter. You feel me? And I think that he should have took that opportunity. Then he probably, let's say if he would have beaten Teofimo Lopez, he'll have a Teofimo Lopez, a 2 division lineal champion on his resume. If he beats Jermell Charlo, he has an undisputed in his resume. If he beats and these guys are still in their prime. If he beats Danny Garcia after Lara, then he becomes a 5 division world champion in time Mayweather. I feel like he could have there's fights that could still enhance his legacy, in which he needs to take. And I think those are fights that he'll be the favorite, probably be the favorite to win outside of Jermell Charlo. I think that's a 50-50 fight right now because probably Jermell Charlo is not active, but I think Jermell Charlo is a 50-50 and I won't be surprised if Jermell Charlo beats Bud Crawford after what I've seen versus Masvidal. Not on that Teo thing though, but dog walks. It doesn't matter if he dog walks him. Do it. You feel me, Brandon? Do it. I think that's another way of fans always, because they predict that this person is gonna beat the crap out of this one. Then, I don't want to see the fight. Let's see him do it. Let's see Bud Crawford dog walk him. Let's see him knock him out in the 7th round. Let's see it. Instead of fans saying, I don't want to see that fight because Bud Crawford gonna knock him out. No, let's see it. There's always a favorite and an underdog in every fight. Even in the fights that we believe is 50-50 in the betting lines, there's always a favorite and always an underdog. Means nothing to you. Being a 3-time world champion means a lot. Word up. Danny was horrible at 147. Danny was horrible at 147. And this is what I mean about we can't shrink our sport like this, Martin. He said Danny was horrible at 147. Danny beating 40-something-year-old Lara means nothing. What do you mean it means nothing? That's what I mean, guys. That's what I mean about we this is our sport. We devalue everything. Lara had a good victory in his last outing, right? Lara got a strap. Lara is still, because he's 40, it means nothing. So when Nonito Donaire beat Mobali and became a world champion again, it means nothing. When Manny Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman, it didn't mean nothing. It ain't mean nothing. How about when the 40-year-old wins? Come on, man. We can't look at age. We got to look at where they at in their age. It means nothing that Foreman became champion. The years in Bernard Hopkins' 40s didn't mean anything, or didn't mean nothing for his opponents. Come on, man. Danny Garcia beating Lara, moving up, is a big win. Is a big win, and good for his resume, good for his legacy. And that's what I mean about this side of the pond. How old is Derek Chisora? You know what I'm saying? How old is Alexander Usyk? How old is Alexander Usyk? Alexander Usyk got to be, 37 years old, even older? Hold on. Let's see Alexander Usyk. Usyk is, how old is Alexander Usyk? The pound for pound number 1 is 37 years old right now. Danny Garcia beat Zab, Khan, Lamont Peterson, Herrera. And the thing is about Danny Garcia is that Danny Garcia didn't get demoralized at 147. He lost the fights in which he was the underdog. He lost those fights in which he lost the fight that he was supposed to lose. He was the underdog versus Thurman. He was the underdog versus Spence. He was the underdog versus Porter. But you know what? He held his own, never got hurt, he got hurt with the Keith Thurman, but never got dropped. He never got demoralized. Danny Garcia got one of the best top 3, top 4 resumes of this young generation. His resume is great, from Canelo Alvarez resume, Anthony Joshua resume, Danny Garcia's resume. You could argue that Danny Garcia got top 3 resume of this young generation. Come on, I said we said it the other day. Look at Danny Garcia, who he fought from Kendall Hawk. Come on, man. And if he beats Lara, come on, man, that's a great win at this stage of his career. Look, Nate Campbell. Hey, yo, Danny Garcia beat Nate Campbell, former champion. Kendall Hawk, former champion. Eric Morales, former champion. Amir Khan, Zab Judah, Lucas Matisse in their prime. Lamont Peterson in his prime. Robert Guerrero in his prime. Fought Keith Thurman. Lost a split. Sean Porter, very close fight. Very close fight. Look, 113, 115, 113, 115, 112, 116. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence, competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Amir Khan. Come on, man. Come on. Samuel Vargas. Samuel Vargas was a good journeyman as well. Brandon Rios, he came from a long layoff, but Brandon Rios was the name as well. Come on, man. He got a deep resume. Ashley Telfain, he got a deep resume. Danny Garcia got a deep resume, man. And he got a better 140 run than than Bud Crawford. Not everybody gonna be Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna be Floyd. Not everybody gonna be Oscar De La Hoya. But for their career, Danny Garcia's career, have a great career, man. Has a great career. You know what I'm saying? I think that's another way that we need to stop looking at everybody else. Not everybody going to beat Mike Tyson. But if you have a decent career, Danny Garcia has a decent Hall of Fame career. Is he going to be first ballot? I don't know. Second ballot? I don't know. But second or third ballot, Danny Garcia is going to get into the Hall of Fame. And with the victory versus, if he becomes a middleweight champion, becomes a 3-division world champion, I know it's a catchweight, whatever. But if he beats Lara, he stamps himself as a first ballot Hall of Famer. He stamps himself as a first ballot Hall of Famer if he beats Lara. And then if he beats Lara, that opens doors of a big fight. He could move up to try to 168. Now, let me tell you like this. If Danny Garcia knocks out Lara, now he got a big fight versus Bud Crawford. That's a big fight. And Bud Crawford will take that fight. Bud Crawford is not going to retire. Watch. Bud Crawford is not going to announce anything once he sees. And I'm hoping that Danny Garcia beats Lara. I'm hoping that he does beat Lara. Because if Danny Garcia beats Lara, mark my words, y'all, Bud Crawford versus Danny Garcia next year. That's one of the best. That's one of the fights I've been wanting to see for a long time from Bud Crawford because of their amateur career. They have a very long storyline. Danny Garcia beats Lara next week. Trust me, we're going to hear Bud Crawford versus Danny Garcia is one of the primary fights for Bud Crawford next, and for him to become a 5-division world champion in time Flo Mayweather. That's gonna stamp it right there. That's going to really, really be like, okay, he's a 5-division world champion now if he beats Danny. And Danny is a future Hall of Famer with it and going into the fight with a good victory. That's the fights that we need in the sport of boxing. We don't need fairy tale fights. We don't need fantasy fights like Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. That's fantasy fights. Danny Garcia versus Bud Crawford. If Danny Garcia beats Lara, beautiful fight. Beautiful fight. Matter of fact, I will go to that fight. I will spend all the money. I will go to see that fight because I know those are two future Hall of Fame fighters. Has a storyline dating back since the amateurs. Danny Garcia and Bud Crawford is 1-1. The other one didn't count, but a lot of people say that Danny Garcia is really 2-1 versus Bud Crawford in the amateurs. What's good, my brother? What's good? He said, Danny Garcia, easy for Bud. It don't matter if it's easy. Just do it. Who cares? Damn, the Robert Garcia fight was almost 9 years ago. Pudge, do you think that Danny Garcia knock out Lara? That wins regardless. I got Danny winning. I'm not sure if it's going to be a knockout. I think that Danny would have kept himself a little bit more active. I think a fight like this, I could see something. I just saw that. You know what I'm saying? He did win almost every round versus Benavidez Jr. But I don't know if I see a knockout, man. But I think it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Danny's a high quality professional and stuff like that. Like I haven't seen Danny Garcia drop in terms of skill set. I think that Danny Garcia was. I don't think Danny Garcia was ever great. I think he does everything good. And if you could do everything good, you know what I'm saying? You got a good, decent jab. You got good footwork. You know what I'm saying? Underrated footwork. He's always in position, in the right position. You know, he got a good jab to the solar plexus as well. He got a good right hand. Danny Garcia does everything good. Not everything great. He doesn't have one particular thing that is great, but he does everything good. And I think that's enough for him. And he's fought great quality of fighters. He's highly disciplined, never cheated the game, never came overweight, always stay out of trouble. You know, I think Danny Garcia is a guy that a lot of people should emulate. You know, those are great careers in the sport of boxing that is even hard to attain. You know, one one thing is greatness, and the other thing is having a great career like Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia has a great career. I got Lara winning. Daisy Sanchez says. But I can't wait to. Well, when it comes to the Ryan Garcia comment, I think Ryan Garcia, we're talking about legacy, right? I think that Ryan Garcia, one of the things that I didn't agree with, and I wasn't enabling, is that Ryan Garcia wasn't professional enough going into the Devin Haney fight. You know, not making weight, because I think that's what Ryan Garcia actually needed. You know what I'm saying? He sold the people saying that he's ready to that belts do matter, and he was going to come prepared, and he didn't come prepared. But you know, then Devin Haney's team let the fight happen, and then you know we were forced to watch the fight, and we have to force to be unbiased and watching the fight. And I don't want to hear no complaints after the fight. So that's why with the Ryan Garcia victory, it's a victory in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? If Devin Haney would have been like, you know what, I'm not fighting this guy that's unprofessional, I'm going to be fighting Arnold Barbosa, we're going to have to respect that, because Ryan Garcia wasn't professional and making weight a championship fight. But once you step inside that ring and you took the money, Devin Haney, then you know what? That's swept under the rug. Danny got power. He does. Tio smokes Crawford, betting the mortgage on Ryan by TKO. He say he smoked Bud. Man, but you don't like how Bud looked last fight? Man, you think that Bud looked washed last fight? That's what it is? I did a video about this as well, man. What y'all think about this rematch? Since Teofimo Lopez, if he can't get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, if he can't get the Tank fight, if he can't get a Haney fight, he's not gonna get the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan Garcia is out of commission for this year. He's not gonna get the Brian Norman Jr. fight, move up and try to capture the 3-division world champion. I mean, George Kambosos have stated that he's moving up to the 140-pound division. He's not going to be fighting William Cepeda. He's moving up to 140. I think that maybe this is the time. This is the perfect time. If Teofimo Lopez can't lock down a bigger fight, I think this is the perfect fight, a perfect time to really end this Kambosos thing. You know, a lot of people, I think, always coming back with what about Kambosos? You lost to Kambosos, but he lost to Kambosos. I think that Teofimo Lopez it still can't get over the hump, because people won't allow the Josh Taylor victory to let you know, like, yo, this is the real T.O. The time that T.O. fought was not really fit to fight, but he did it for the fans. He went out there. He tried his best under the conditions, under the health conditions that he was in. But people always want to mention this fight. Even though that George Kambosos haven't won no damn, rarely won any rounds, right? In his last 4 fights. I don't know how much of a victory this will mean, but maybe this is a get back that Teofimo Lopez needs. Maybe this is a get back. Boxing hacker con los 5 pesos. Me dice, I would agree with Ryan's win, but then Ryan popped dirty, which made his win nullified because he cheated. Fight wasn't on fair grounds. Boxing hacker said it. You know what, man? If I used to have the energy to debate that, but you know what? I think that Ryan Garcia didn't make it easier for people to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think that Ryan Garcia went through the process very unprofessional, and I think after the situation, Ryan Garcia made it harder for people to give him the benefit of the doubt. And it got to the point where just leave it alone. And I still believe that Ryan Garcia skillfully beat Devin Haney. I think the way that he went about it, even after it, his stories was all over the place. How he took it, he never took supplements, he never took this and stuff like that. Just made it very hard to really keep supporting. The only thing you could say right now is hopefully he gets some help. Hopefully get the help that he needed and come back into the boxing world next year when his suspension is uplifted, and probably get a rematch with Devin Haney and do what you got to do. But I think that if Ryan Garcia goes into that fight with Devin Haney, even if he goes into that fight professionally, if he goes into that fight hungry, disciplined, I think it'll be worse for Devin Haney. Because if he beat Devin Haney like that, it's going to be way worse. I just feel like, style make fights. If you can't stop 50% left hook, imagine 100% left hook. His speed there, discipline there, hungry there, starving there. You know what I'm saying? Precise there, stamina is good. The Ryan Garcia, even the Ryan Garcia that fought Gervonta Tank Davis will beat the crap out of Devin Haney. The Ryan Garcia that beat Luke Campbell will beat the crap out of Devin Haney worse. So I saw skills won. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The paperwork says the paperwork, right? He's been suspended. They took the win away, but I think that nobody's going to take that memory away. In my opinion, Ryan Garcia beat the crap out of Devin Haney, but Devin Haney's career is not over. He's young and well enough and skilled enough to make the get back and make his rematch, competitive. Ryan Garcia 100 pound with this man to Haney. Yep. But I think there's a fight right here that probably needs to happen if it's available. Because George Kambosos is going to keep on capitalizing off that win. George Kambosos opponents and opportunities has come off that win versus Teofimo Lopez. That's why people should be like, yo, Teofimo Lopez should be bigger than what he is, because George Kambosos has made a career beyond the Teofimo Lopez. He lost every round versus Devin Haney. I believe he lost to Maxie Hugh. He got knocked out by Vasily Lomachenko. And then people were still talking about a potential fight with George Kambosos and William Cepeda. Like, he's getting the bag and stuff like that. So if Teofimo Lopez doesn't want him to keep on getting the bag off his name, I think he should put a stop to the George Kambosos train, in my opinion. I think that's a good available fight. After Josh Taylor, to be honest, I really don't care for the fight. I'm just saying that I think it's a good fight that's available if Teofimo Lopez can lock in a bigger fight like Tank or Bud, or, you know what I'm saying, one of those fights he can't lock it down, then go after a George Kambosos and get that win out the way. I think it will sell, though. I think it will sell. Bring that fight back to New York City. I think it's going to sell. Put that fight in the big room now, because that's the fight that, people know. Edwin Solano in the building. What's good, man? Said Teofimo Lopez's Canelo with faster feet is scary. Yeah, man. Now Teofimo Lopez is training and working out with Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso. You know what I'm saying? Just, he's already been a motivated fighter going into the gym, but now he's a highly motivated. He's working on his second act of greatness. He already got a Hall of Fame resume, and I think this is just gonna help Teofimo Lopez being together with Canelo Alvarez, being a sponge. Taking advantage of the opportunity and working with a living legend like Canelo Alvarez. I think that's a great opportunity, and I think that Eddie Reynoso can not only be a good service for Teofimo Lopez as a trainer, but also be as good as an advisor in dealing with the business of boxing. I think that Eddie Hearn brings more to the table than what people think. And of course, with Teofimo Lopez Sr. staying in the mix, of course. Good looking out, Edwin. Appreciate you. Boxing Hacker said, he became unified champion after he beat T.O. That's why he's getting those opportunities, because he was unified. Undisputed. Yeah, but I just think that he had several performances that was not good at all. He lost. He arguably lost 4 straight in the eyes of many. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But I think that if there's an opportunity, I think it's the right opportunity. I don't know how much credit that Teofimo Lopez is going to get because of the way that Kambosos has performed. But to get that fight out of the way, unless George Kambosos say, you know what, I'm getting so many opportunities, I don't need to fight Teofimo Lopez until the day I don't got no opportunity, and I got that fight in the back of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I think that George Kambosos is actually playing it smart, not fighting Teofimo Lopez. Why should I fight Teofimo Lopez if I still get these fights because the illusion that I beat Teofimo Lopez? So I'm still getting these type of fights because I beat him. Until I can't get no big fights, no lucrative fight, then Kambosos is always gonna have that type of fight rematch in his back pocket. You know? So there's what it is. Black Mamba mentality con lo 20 pesos. Me dice Punch, my little bro Cisco in camp, sparring with Team Canelo. Hey, yo, congrats, my brother. In Trocas' team there, we sparring 3 times a week with one of Reynoso's world-class contenders, Tio and Saul, small in person, but damn, they look like beasts. Hey, yo, Mamba mentality out there with Canelo and Tio. Yeah, Tio, yo. When I saw Canelo Alvarez for the first time when he was out here in New York City, and I was like side by side of Canelo Alvarez, that's when I'm like, yo, I respect Canelo Alvarez to the fullest. But then when I seen his height, I'm like, how this guy beat this guy, beat this giant, beat Triple G, couldn't feel the punches. Yeah, man, Canelo Alvarez is a short dude, man. And Tio, of course, he's short as well. But I'm surprised at Canelo how short he was. Like in person. Like I always knew he was short. Like you could see, like he's almost the same height or probably even a little bit shorter than Floyd Mayweather. But I'm like, when I saw Triple G, because I was the press conference in New York City in Tao Restaurant with Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, and I said, damn, Triple G looked like he walk around almost 200 pounds. Canelo Alvarez looked like he walk around 175, 180 the most, 181 the most. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I seen Canelo Alvarez, I said, damn, yo, you a true warrior. You a monster, man. You special. When I see Canelo Alvarez, I say you special. You special to be that height. And Canelo Alvarez got a neck like this. And Canelo Alvarez got a Mike Tyson neck. Good looking out, Mamba. I appreciate you, my brother. To the fullest. Hey, yo, Mamba, we in 90K right now, 90,000 subscribers, yo. I gotta give shout out to my brother Charles at the Cheese, because Charles at the Cheese, you know what I'm saying, was starting it off and saying, let's get to 50K, let's get this 50K. So shout out to Charles at the Cheese, wherever you at, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope your health is good. You know what I'm saying? Prayers go out to you. Hope you're doing well. Because he set the tone. He set the tone. Let's get to the 50K. Let's get to the 50K, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I owe a lot to Charles at the Cheese for setting the tone and really reamping the energy of the channel as well. Canelo couldn't lose to Kambosos even if he tried, and that's if they was in the same weight class. Hey, yo, but I'm telling y'all, man, I wish, man, to be honest, bro. Yeah, y'all think y'all don't want to take it serious, but man, I wish Tio would have documented that lead up to the fight, man. I'm for real, bro. If y'all would have seen Tio leading up to the George Kambosos fight, if that wasn't a documentary, I swear, I don't even swear, man, but I felt that y'all could have gave me the benefit of the doubt and me telling y'all what happened, right? If there was a documentary of Teofimo Lopez fight week, I'm telling y'all right now, bro, 99% of the boxing fans will be like, yo, Tio is an animal. Tio is crazy. If y'all would have seen it, and that's the thing, man, I wish he had a team to document what was happening, bro. Oh, man. Like, that fight was going to be called off 2 days before, bro. 2 days. I remember when I was with Tio on Wednesday. He said, yo, I never felt, I felt like this because he had asthma attack when he was a case, I haven't felt like this is the worst I ever felt, quadruple worst. And I told Tio, so why you keep fighting? You can't postpone it, man. I can't. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna let a lot of people down, and fighters are gonna get supposed to get paid. There's a lot of pressure. The fight's been postponed, and I'm doing it for the fans. Straight like that. I'm doing it for the fans. And then it's seeing how the fans didn't even give him the benefit of the doubt. I think Tio, if he's hurt by anything, I think he's hurt more by that. I think he's hurt more by, I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He's more disappointed in how, damn, he went out there. He personally told me, I'm doing it for the fans. I said, man, I'm saying in my mind, like, man, worry about your health, bro. Then on Friday, he was supposed to be in the family. His mother was crying. We need to take him to the ER right now, to the hospital. He doesn't want to go. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe from Wednesday. And then the thing is, people see him and then they be like, yo, but what about in the weigh-in? Man, hey, yo, y'all don't know what happened in the weigh-in. In the weigh-in, they had to wait 30 minutes for him to come out because they had him hooked up to a machine. That was all poker face that he was showing. They had him hooked him up on that little asthma stuff in the back. It was a 30-minute delay. That's why it took man long. If anybody remember, it took man long. The Kambosos team knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot, man. And then that night, and his mother came down with the pajamas, crying and saying, let's take him to the hospital. We need to take him to the hospital. He can't breathe. And his sister and Tio's neck, and his sister trying to massage air out of his neck. Man, y'all don't know what that man went through, bro. I wish, man, that shit was a documentary. Y'all would have seen what he was going through. Y'all would be like, damn, he went through that fight. The way that he went through that fight. And that's why I said, out of all the fight that Teofimo Lopez was in, that fight, I have more respect on the Kambosos fight than any other of his fights. I say, yo, you hear that fighters would die in the ring, like they would just. Tio's the type that he would die. He would die in that ring, like he about that life. That's what I know. That's what I knew about. He like, yo, I'm going out there alone. If either you with me or not, his father wanted him to take him to the hospital. Either you with me or not, his father needed to make a choice. He's going to be there next to his son because his son already made his decision. If Tio was injured, then Pac's shoulder was injured. Hey, Triple X. I'm just going about. I wasn't there to see Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all giving me the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Why would I lie? If I don't say the truth, then I feel like I'm being effed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that. And look, there's no excuse because he stepped inside a ring. Once you step inside a ring, there should be no excuse. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. But I know what the man was going through. I know he was not supposed to be in the ring because I didn't feel like he should have been. And put it this way, Triple X, what was my prediction? You know I make predictions. I make no prediction videos. Because in all reality, he was not supposed to be in that ring. I ain't wanted him to be in that ring. I mean, so. But hey, he got the victory. George Kambosos got the victory. And it is what it is. And that's why we're talking about this rematch. But I tell you this, I'll make a prediction this time. Teofimo Lopez will knock George Kambosos out within 5 rounds. He will knock out George Kambosos within 5 rounds. I'll make a prediction. Healthy, and I know he's healthy. He'll knock out George Kambosos within 5 rounds. Maybe less. Just because you have a way bigger chip on the shoulder. And how much you want to bet? The people that always like to say, well, George Kambosos beat Tio. Bet on George Kambosos. As a matter of fact, I don't even bet on boxing, and I'll bet on that fight. Bet me, and I'll be the pot. Anybody bet on me. Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. People feel so adamant about George Kambosos being Teofimo Lopez, then y'all should be betting that that Kambosos beats Teo. What's the other? All right. But I think this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Right here. This is the biggest fight, in my opinion. The biggest fight in boxing is Teo versus Gervonta Tank Davis. I think that's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. I think that's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Doesn't matter what division. On this side of the pond, Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. The best matchup in the sport of boxing. We're talking about speed, power, athleticism, twitch muscle. Ain't nobody that can match the athleticism of Tank but Teo, and vice versa. Nobody. This is the match made in heaven right here. This is our Sugar Ray Leonard versus Hagler right here. This is our Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. This is the fight right here. This is our era right now. When we're talking about this generation right here, this is the biggest fight of the generation. That's it. The biggest fight already left. The biggest fight of the generation of Earl Spence and Bud Crawford of their generation, that's it left. Canelo Alvarez already gave us Triple G. That left. This is the biggest fight of this generation. Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank. There ain't no other matchup bigger than this fight. No other matchup bigger than this fight. No better matchup better than this fight. This fight is a better matchup than Tank versus Shakur. It's a better matchup than Teo versus Ryan. It's a better matchup than Teo versus Haney. It's a better matchup than Shakur versus Haney. It's a better matchup. This is the biggest fight in boxing. No other fight is bigger than this fight. He said Tank will say that Teo don't sell. I'm gonna tell you like this: once is agreed upon and it's signed, and once it says Teo versus Tank, November, whatever, December, whatever, the whole world of boxing and the casuals will be like, shh. You know why? I don't think that people trusted Ryan Garcia leading up to the Tank fight like that. They didn't know what to expect. But once they start doing the X's and O's when it comes to Teo and Tank, and then you start seeing the accomplishments of Teo, and then you start seeing, what about if Teofimo Lopez is 100%? And that's when people, even his haters, gonna be like, wait a minute. Teo be low, shit. And Teo, man, whether he be Richard Kong, shit, man. And the way that Teo be, John said that, all I'm saying, man, with Teofimo Lopez, when the brights are light and he's fighting that, Teo's on another level, man. And then you're gonna think about Tank, and Tank knocking everybody out. But Tank ain't never fought nobody like Teo in this level. And yeah, he fought Ryan Garcia, but that was stipulations. We all seen that Ryan Garcia looked like he needed to eat something. That's when everybody gonna get humble. That's when people get humble. See, right now, people just saying, man, Tank will knock out Teofimo Lopez. Man, they ain't the biggest fight, man. It's Tank and Shakur, man. Yeah. Once the fight like this is announced, people going to start doing the X's and O's and they're going to do study. They're going to do film study, just like everybody else does when they're leading up to a fight. Hold on, let me catch some highlights. Now, let me see. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank Moore. But Frank Moore ain't Teo. Tank versus Mario Barrio. Tank versus Gamboa. Tank versus Rolly. Nah, that ain't Teo. Tank versus Pitbull Cruz. Man, Pitbull Cruz got watched by Rayo. Dang. Shit. I mean, ain't nobody never fought nobody quick like Teo. He ain't never fought nobody accomplished like Teo. He ain't nobody, man. He does a backflip just like him. People gonna be talking about who got the best backflips. I think off the turnbuckle. I think, of course, Tank got it because he jumped from the damn turnbuckle and stuff like that. For the top turnbuckle. But people gonna be talking about backflips. Can you think about how the production is gonna be? The trailer of Tank and Teo. You know what they're gonna start off with? The sparring when Teofimo Lopez was 15 years old. And then when Tio knocked out Comey and Mandeleno, and how he outclassed Vasily Lomachenko at the time that Gervonta Tank Davis was supposed to be fighting Vasily Lomachenko, and how he outclassed. And yes, they're gonna show, oh man, and he lost to George Kambosos, but look at the championship rounds and how Teofimo Lopez bloodied up and knocked down George Kambosos, still showing the heart, the grit, determination, and then lost the fans, lost the belief, and then gained the right back to become a 2 lineal champion, moving up to the 140-pound division, in which Gervonta Tank Davis campaigned, but he went back down. Psst. There's the biggest fight in boxing. Don't let no other channel tell you any different. Don't let nobody tell you. Don't let Coach Kenny, Coach Ford, any other boxing channel tell you different. Everybody with a boxing eye, knows that this is the biggest fight of this generation. This is the legacy fight. This is the fight where Tank is daring to be great. This is the fight. You want Tank to dare to be great? It's Tio. It's not Shakur. It's not Haney. It's not Ryan. No, it's Tio. This is the fight this is Tank dare to be great. This is Tio real coming out party. This is the takeover of all takeover. This is when Tio will have the accomplishment and the fighter that they say can knock out everybody. Tio gets this, he got the money and the accomplishment. But hey, yo, he'll be Hall of Fame. They put him right. They ain't even gonna wait for Teofimo Lopez to go to retire to go for the Hall of Fame. They'll put him right there. Teofimo Lopez will get the sport of boxing in the palm of his hand, and everybody knows it. That's why the Teofimo Lopez haters don't want Tank to get the fight, because they know how Teofimo Lopez is going to perform when the lights are bright. Because they know, even his haters know that Teofimo Lopez performed to the level of his competition. And if Gervonta Tank Davis is great, and Gervonta Tank Davis is pound for pound, see, the worst thing that can happen to Gervonta Tank Davis is that if you say that he's pound for pound, because if you say that Gervonta Tank Davis is pound for pound, oh, that means Teofimo Lopez is going to fight another pound for pound? Oh, we know what he does versus pound for pound fighters. We know. We know what happens when Teofimo Lopez steps up. We know what happens when Teofimo Lopez faces those fighters you say they're great. Those fighters that's on the pound for pound list. We know which Teofimo Lopez shows up. We don't got to play dumb. You don't got to play dumb. The saddest thing in the world is people that lie to themselves. Teofimo Lopez is the it factor. Teofimo Lopez is proven at the highest level. His belt speaks for itself. You don't even got to lie to yourself. You may not like him. You may not like his daddy. But Teofimo Lopez has proven more than Gervonta Tank Davis. What we like about Gervonta Tank Davis is the illusion. The illusion that he can knock out everybody. The illusion that he may be the best. The illusion that he is the favorite. He has not done nothing. He has not done what Teofimo Lopez has done in the sport of boxing, nor accomplished it. These are the facts. This ain't feelings talking. These are the facts. Tio has accomplished more than Tank. Tio has proven to us more that when the lights are bright versus pound for pound, he hits another level. We have not seen that level from Gervonta Tank Davis because he haven't fought nobody in that type of level. These are the facts. Like him, hate him, or whatever. Hate his daddy, all you want. Tio has proven to you in your boxing eye that he is the goods. And Tank still have to prove to us beyond his performances, beyond the knockouts, beyond the backflips. It's time for Gervonta Tank Davis to use his power pen and use his power precision and dare to be great. I did a video earlier on. Calvin Ford, trainer of Gervonta Tank Davis, said that we just want to make sure that we a pay-per-view star, and then after that, we move on to the next goal. What's the next goal? Teofimo Lopez. That's it. That's the only fight that people should be asking for right now from Gervonta Tank Davis. Don't send them big. Do not send Gervonta Tank Davis camp mixed signals. They know who it is. Calvin Ford said when the smoke clears, it will be Teofimo Lopez. Floyd Mayweather said Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. You know why? Because when Floyd ain't cool with Gervonta Tank Davis, he tells them the ultimate truth. He tells them the ultimate, hey, yo, the fight I want to see is Tank and Tio. He knows. He said, Daisy said, that's why Teofimo Lopez has no fan base, because he can be great one day and the next day he be shitty. But guess what, Daisy? If we know the history of the sport of boxing, every great was like that. Floyd Mayweather wasn't the untouchable Floyd Mayweather every fight. And yo, Oscar De La Hoya got dropped early in his career. Marquez lost early in his career. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out early in his career twice. Is that people now want to stay, people are bougie boxing fans, Daisy. People are bougie boxing fans. If they get chin check, oh my God, he won 12 rounds with this one. Oh, he got chin check. Oh, Marvin, let's go to the history. Let's go to the history. This is the reason, because fans have become bougie. Fans have become bougie. Let's go. Look. Let's go. Name this. Let's go. Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler, regarded as one of the greatest. Marvin Hagler, regarded the best middleweight. Marvin Hagler, he lost to Bobby Watts. Another fight, Matt Donovan. Then he lost to Willie Monroe. Now check out the dates. Check out the dates. This is why in boxing nowadays, people are staying stuck with losses or performances that is not statement performances. It's because it takes another 6 to 7, 8 months to see these guys back in the ring. But back in the days, you give a trashy performance, next month, you back in the ring. Hold on. Let me show you the difference between today and today. And this is why they don't hold the past accountable like today. Just check this out. Look at the date. January, he lost. Next month, he fights again and wins. Next month, he loses. 3 months later, he wins and now on a winning streak. That's the difference of before. So right there, a fan that year, 1976, in 1976, Hagler fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. By the time the end of the year, look at the end of the year. By the end of the year, look at the date. By the end of the year, in December 21st, he came out with 1, 2, 3, 4 straight KOs. They forgot that he lost. That's it. That's the difference between yesterday and today. Is that now you stay stuck with the, oh man, he didn't perform. Let's say, damn, he didn't perform great versus Steve Claggett. Okay, that was when in April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December is going to be, he's probably not going to be back in the ring till December. 8 months. So now we're stuck with, okay, the last time we seen Teo was Steve Claggett. That's why the fans are the way it is. Is that it's not one day, is that they don't fight enough. Like, I'm going to give you another example. Let's go Julio Cesar Chavez. Let's go Julio Cesar Chavez. I'm bringing out the greats so y'all can see what I'm talking about. The problem is that these guys are not in the ring. Julio Cesar Chavez. Let's see his struggles. Let's see Julio Cesar Chavez struggles, and let's see how people going to remember. People forgot. Look, okay. Let's go back. Let's go to 93. Let's go to 93. Let's go to 93. Hold on. Let's go to 93, 94. Matter of fact, 93 to 94. All right. Boom. The majority draw versus Pernell Whitaker. A lot of people thought Pernell Whitaker won. The next fight, look at Pernell Whitaker. He fights next month. Think about it nowadays. Now think about this. Teofimo Lopez, think about it. Julio Cesar Chavez, Pernell Whitaker. Think about this. Julio Cesar Chavez versus Pernell Whitaker. 12 rounds. The next month, Julio Cesar Chavez is fighting again. Think about it. If Teofimo Lopez goes 12 rounds with Devin Haney, and then go fight next month and fights Steve Claggett. They don't do it nowadays, right? So then Julio Cesar Chavez, okay, he gets a majority draw. He gets a majority draw with Pernell Whitaker. He fights the next month versus Mike Powell. Gets a TKO. Who's Mike Powell? 14 wins, 8 losses. Do we love Julio Cesar Chavez? Do we take anything away from Julio Cesar Chavez's career because he fought Mike Powell, who's 14-8, to get back in the winning column like this? No. Julio Cesar Chavez just had a bad night. Next month, knocks Mike Powell. Right? Then he fights Andy Holligan. Retire. When was it? In 2 months. The next month, he fights Frankie Randall again. I'm sorry, not Frankie Randall. The first time he fights Frankie Randall. Loses to Frankie Randall in a split decision. Look. He fights Frankie Randall in 4 months. Gets a victory. Medrick Taylor fights him in 4 months. Gets a TKO. And then Julio Cesar Chavez back in the winning column. See, that's the difference of today and yesterday. It's not that these fighters are, they're up and down. No, they don't fight enough. I can't change the perception right away, like back in the days. See, Marvin Hagler loses. He fights next month and win. And then the next month he loses. And then the next month he gives you 3 straight knockouts. And then he's back in the winning column. You forgot. Fans now are bougie. Fans are not giving the great fighter the benefit of the doubt. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go another name. Which other name we want to see? Which other name? I'm going to give you Muhammad Ali. Why Muhammad Ali? Why people thought that Muhammad Ali was going to get knocked out by Sonny Liston? Check it out. Muhammad Ali. Let's go to the... was a box, right? Muhammad Ali. All right. Let's go to Muhammad Ali. Let's go to George Frazier. No. Hold on. Hold on. Was the fight with Sonny Liston? Okay, Sonny Liston. All right. Okay. Sonny Liston, right? Henry Cooper, 27-8. We know Henry Cooper. What he did to Muhammad Ali. That if you do nowadays, look at this. Henry Cooper. And I watch all these fights because I'm a Muhammad Ali fan. I'm a Muhammad Ali fanatic. What the Henry Cooper does to Muhammad Ali. Clay was knocked down in the 4th round. Cooper was stopped on cuts the following round. Clay was knocked down in the 4th round. This momentum led to, if Henry Cooper could knock down young Cassius Clay, imagine what the killer Sonny Liston will do. That momentum is what got people thinking that Sonny Liston was going to kill Muhammad Ali. What's good, Moda? Hey, yo, what's good, Trilla? I saw you earlier. Trilla. The members. Trilla, where you at? There you go, Trilla. What's good, Trilla? What's good, my brother? Trilla. See, nowadays, we be like, he ain't shit. He got knocked down. He got knocked out by Henry Cooper. Muhammad Ali ain't gonna be nothing. If it was today, this is how we will be today. He ain't nothing. Muhammad Ali got dropped by Henry Cooper. Can you imagine what this guy gonna do? Let's go another name. Which other name? Let's remember Oscar De La Hoya got dropped early in his career as well, right? Let's go with the losses. Let's go Manny Pacquiao. The 8th Division World Champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time World Champion, the ambassador, the senator, humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all. Let's go. Manny Pacquiao. Let's go with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao early in his career. Look at Manny Pacquiao. Let's go to 96. Let's go to 96, y'all. Let's go to 96. 96, Manny Pacquiao fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Manny Pacquiao in 1996 fought 7 times. He got KO'd in that year. Think about this. Look at 96. He gets knocked out by Torres Campo. But that's what happened. Manny Pacquiao did next. Manny Pacquiao fought again, won. Then he won by TKO. One TKO. One. Look at his record though. 111. Look at the guys that he's beating. But he's leaving that illusion that he can't, that he still not, he still can't be, he still not can't be good. He still could be good. Manny Pacquiao gets knocked out again in 99. Manny Pacquiao gets knocked out in 99. I want you to look at it like this. Remember, put yourself in that time. Manny Pacquiao gets knocked out by 99. Then he gets back in the ring 3 months later. Wins by TKO. Get back in the ring 4 months later. Gets back in the ring 3 months later. Gets back in the ring 4 months later. You know what I'm saying? So they stay busy. So even when they struggle, they come right back in this couple of months and erase that struggle. Remember what they say in the sport of boxing. You're just as good as your last fight. The problem is in the sport of boxing today is that you struggle. You don't even lose. You struggle. And that stays in the people's mind for half a year. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's happening in the sport of boxing. So then when you see a guy struggle and doesn't get back in the ring, if we see, let's see a fighter, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson struggled with Edgar de los Santos, right? He got back in the ring versus who? Let's go. Edgar de los Santos. I'm sorry. Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson. Now, peep this. Shakur Stevenson struggles with Edgar de los Santos. Look how long it takes him to get back in the ring. 8 months. 8 months. So in 8 months, we're talking about Shakur Stevenson is a runner. For 8 months, bro. This is more than half a year. In 8 months, we're talking about Shakur was running from Edgar de los Santos. Shakur's running from Edgar de los Santos. Now it becomes a thing. Now the narrative has been so long that now Shakur Stevenson. So now we watch Shakur and Artem. It's been 8 months since we see you back in the ring. And then you promise a knockout. And then you give us that performance, right? And now when's the next time we're going to see Shakur Stevenson? Joe Cordina, right? When is going to be that? Soon, right? October. To rewrite now that's it is drilled in the people's head that Shakur Stevenson is he's boring, man. He's underwhelming. Yeah, porque ya casi un año, casi un año. It's a year, that's it. It's a narrative for a year. Right? How long it took Teofimo Lopez to get back in the ring after George Kambosos? How long it took him to get back in the ring? Now look at what George Kambosos, look at Teofimo Lopez. And this is what's happening. It's not the seesaw. It's not just the roller coaster shit. It's that they get back in the ring. They take so long to get back in the ring to erase that oh, you had a bad night. Look like you got a bad year, right? So he loses George Kambosos. Then he get back in the ring with Pedro Compa. But look how long it takes, a long time. See, back in the days, after this loss by George Kambosos, a fighter is back in the ring by January. Chavez is back in the ring by January. You know what I'm saying? Look, almost takes a whole year. Almost takes a whole year to get back in the ring. So now you staying with this Kambosos, nah, that's it. And now it goes for a long time. And then he fight Pedro Compa, but nobody knows who Pedro Compa. Okay, that's not good. Even if he knocked out Pedro Compa, people even forget about that. People just go straight to the Sando Martin fight, right? And then, okay, you knocked out Pedro Compa and you get a Sando Martin fight. And that is too much time. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. I know. But it is what it is. Yeah. He said Shakur Stevenson next appearance is Dancing with the Stars. But ladies and gentlemen, you already know, man, we went 2 hours today, Saturday. Hope everybody having a good weekend and stuff like that. Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. Love y'all. Thank you for chopping it up with me. Thank you for everybody that was tuning in today. We got 90,000. Shout out to the people that's supporting the channel. Hopefully y'all stay and keep supporting the channel, man. I love y'all, man. It gives you the motivation and the inspiration to keep on going, to keep on building the channel and keep on, putting in that type of work. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, man. Let's get that. You know what I'm saying? I feel by the end of the year, maybe we get hopefully we get a chance to hit that 100,000 subscribers. But, got to put in that work as well. And hopefully y'all keep on supporting and sharing the lives, sharing the videos, sharing the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hook your brother up. Share it on your social media platform. Love y'all. And thanks for the people that joined and became a member. Shout out to all the members, man. Keep on holding me down on a monthly basis. Shout out to Karate Kid. Shout out to Triller. Shout out to Andy Medina. Shout out to all the members of the channel. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.